Hey everybody, it's Barbie from Nellie and Ruth Designs, and thanks for joining in with me again in one of my new little tutorials. It's been a little while since I have made a video. Why that is, I don't know. I think sometimes life just gets in the way, and um, between appointments and trying to get yard work done, trying to go through my cellar and get a lot of items out of there that I've been hanging on to, craft items and other items as well, listed in my eBay and Etsy shop. It's kind of pulled me in a different direction. But the other day, I was creating a keepsake card holder. I sell those in my Etsy shop. Um, and I wanted to try to use, instead of using ribbon, I wanted to try to use the Sari Silk that I purchased from a gal on Etsy. And I had to press it out, you know, in order to do what I wanted to do with it. And then I wanted to wrap it around my card holder and make a lovely bow using this. So when I pressed it out, this is what it looks like after you separate these fine little layers here. They're not really layers, they're just layered onto itself. After I pressed it out and I went to tie it around and make a bow, this happened. And I'm like, okay, something isn't right here. Because I have other Sari Silk from her, and that hasn't happened. Now I know when silk gets old, I had silk drapes, shears actually, in my bedroom. And I know after the sun beats on them, I think I had them for about 3 years. And they started to get tears, vertical tear rips in them. And I'm like, how is that happening? So I think it's no fault of the gal that sold me this. She buys it from India, and she really has no control over it, so I can't fault her. But I did see how easy that rips and tears. But I did contact Lois this morning, and she is good enough. She's kind enough to send me. She's going to send me a couple more skeins of this. I love the color, and I love everything about it, but I can't use it for what I want to use it for. So I have a whole big, if you ever seen how these come, they come in a very large skein, and I don't want to throw it away. I want to use it. It is usable. So I was trying to think of how I could use it and repurpose it. And I started these tags a while ago, and I thought this is what they look like, just the plain tags here. They're from a master board that I created, and I wanted to finish these. And I kept thinking, all right, well, I think they need a little sprucing up. So I thought a fun project, if you ever run into some Sari Silk that wasn't working out for you, I thought making these cute little clusters that you could put on your tags would be a really cute idea. And then you can embellish them with charms and buttons like I did here. And then this one here, I made a side tag using a gourd pin and just some of the remnants. I'm not going to I'll back these later. I just want to decorate the front and show you what I did with these today. So we can get started. It's fairly easy, obviously. All you need is you just need a needle and a thread, all right, to work with the button and the silk. So what I did here, I hope I'm all in focus. Like I said, it's been a while since I made a video, and once you don't do it on a regular basis, you kind of, your spatial, do I say spatial attention? Isn't there. So what I did was I first thought about making clusters and sewing them, but I didn't want to sew off camera. I'm going to do some of that using these and other scraps of fabric. But all you need to do if you want to make these cute little clusters for your tags, I'm just trying to find some that I've already ironed out, and I have pieces here. So I just took a larger one and I doubled it up to make a fold, make your little ruffle fold. And then I took another little piece here. And then I'm going to take this little piece here. All right. In this one, I'm just doing kind of a hodgepodge. These here, I did do a little, like a little ribbon candy fold on them. But I think this would be kind of cute. Let me pick a card. And we don't really need a larger, I feel so out of it. I'll tell you why I feel out of it. Also. And maybe I will put another little, I'll put another little piece here just to hang down. All right. So I've got my little cluster. And I'm going to pick a button. I got this cute little box of buttons and sequins that get to work with some other projects I was doing. And you want to have if you're going to add a charm to it, make sure you get a button with 4 holes in it. Because you need to put before you sew, you need to put your little, what are these? These are just nickel-free little silver-plated jewelry findings. These little hoops here. And these you can work. You don't really need to have a tool, your pliers or whatever. You can just manipulate these with your fingers. And I need to pick a charm. And I got these really cute little charms off of Amazon. Let me show you some of the ones. I actually got these for my junk journals, but I got some here with little flowers. And then these are the celestial with the moons and the suns. That's where this charm that I chose came from. And then I have this one here. It's like a botanical with leaves and that's where this little charm came from. And then on this one here, I made a little bead bauble to hang from the bottom of it. So I'd like to do a flower for this one. I also have these here that are quite pretty. But I think I'm going to stick with these little charms here. I don't want to do a flower charm. I want to try to save these for something else. So let's see. Let's take a look here to see what we can add. And if you don't have charms, you can go, I believe they some gals sell them on Etsy. I was thinking of selling them in little groups of 6. Because you don't really need to buy a large bag of these if you don't have a larger project that you want to work on with them. And let's see, I want to find something a little bit different. That's cute with the little cat and the moon. I think I'll use that. That'll be cute. Yeah, I think I'm out of sorts today because today is, what's today? Wednesday? Yeah. And when you put your charm on, you have to make sure that it's going in the right direction with the front of your button. So that's another thing that just be aware of. And then, see, this closes up fairly easy. All right. So this one is a little different, and I don't know if I'm going to use this because you see how it sits sideways. So I don't know how that would work. If I attach this, is it going to be sideways? No, that's okay. And this is one that can be used in either direction. So as I sew, and I'm only sewing one of these because I didn't want to bore you. That's why I did the other two ahead of time. And you're just going to make sure that you get all of your little pieces of silk here all in one area. You catch them all, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I double my thread just so I don't have to keep creating, keep sewing through these buttons. I go through each buttonhole twice. But as I was saying, I got my second shingle shot yesterday, or not yesterday, I got it Monday at 3 o'clock. And it hit me about 3 o'clock in the morning, 3 a.m. And, oh, I was sick. Oh, body aches. It was bad. Throwing up all yesterday morning. And then what I do to attach these, you can glue them on if you have some good fabric fusion or any type of Fabri-Tac glue. I'm still going to glue a little dot so these don't turn. But what I like to do is I like to just go right through my work, and then that's attached on there, and then I just flip it over and I knot it. But yeah, I was very, very sick. My husband actually stayed home from work yesterday. I was so sick. He didn't want to leave me. And I couldn't get out of bed. I could only drink Coca-Cola to try to settle my stomach. And I fell back asleep about 3. I slept on and off all day. Okay, and then when I get done with this, I just take a little tiny piece of Scotch tape and I just tape this down just to a little extra secure. And then I'll back this with either a file folder divider or just a nice piece of heavy cardstock for the tag. And there you have a nice little silk button and charm embellishment on here. So we'll get that done. Got that done. And I'm going to show you how to do a side tag. And these are cute. These are easy to make. And again, you can put charms or baubles or anything you like. I think we'll add a charm to the next one. This I was just playing around with to see if it would work. So I'm going to grab a horizontal card. And where's my gourd pin? I'll finish my story when I start embellishing these because I can't talk and do this at the same time. All right, so for a side tag, I'll just put that there. All you do is just double up. You can do it, I mean, if you want to do it like this, however you want to put it on here, you just want to get it on your little gourd pin. And I don't think it really matters. And I guess it just depends on how many you want to, how full you want it. Let's see here. I used everything that I had pressed out. Actually, I didn't. I've got some over here. But see, this shouldn't rip like this. It shouldn't rip and tear like this. But it's great for this project. Makes things a little bit easier. This one I'll make nice and full. And I don't think I will put a charm or anything on here. I'm just going to load this one up. There you go. And then all you do with this, again, you just make a, if you have a thin, thin paper, you can poke your hole right through it. If you don't, you could always just punch. You could make a little hole. Let's see if I can do a little guesstimate there, because I still want to be able to close it. And this will be on the back side. There we go. Come on. There we go. I had to get that through. There. And then you can just bring it around and you've got a cute little side tag on there. And then we'll tuck these. I'll show you how they'll look in a junk journal after we get them embellished. But I think they're really cute. And then when you back this one, what I will do is I'll take this off and I'll back it, and then I'll just run it through again. Maybe we could back this one together if we've got enough time. So now we can embellish the front of these and just play and have some fun. But I wanted to show you, I just wanted to show you a cute way to use, you know, if you get silk, Sari Silk, or, you know, any other type of ribbon, you just don't know what to do with it, and don't get discouraged. Just figure another way to use it. So this here, I'm going to just tack down a little bit, just in a couple little spots, just so it doesn't move around. But yeah, getting back to my story, if it's not too boring, but yeah, I was really, really sick yesterday, but I didn't want to. So I fell asleep. I took a hard sleep oh, I think it was about, I think I really took a hard sleep about 3 o'clock, 2:30. And I woke up at 5 p.m. and I felt, I could feel the life back in me. I don't know if I was throwing up because didn't I didn't sleep well, all night. My arm was so sore from the shot, and then of course when the flu symptoms hit me. But once I got enough rest, then I felt okay. But I was still tired. But my son and daughter-in-law came over for dinner, and they made dinner. My husband grilled steaks, and we just had a simple dinner. And I ate a little bit, and yeah, I went back to bed and slept again all night, and then I woke up. I'm going to redo this one. I'll wait and redo this. I want to put more on here. I really like how full this one is. Yeah, then I woke up this morning and I felt back to normal. My head's a little fuzzy and I'm tired. But other than that, it's just but get your shingles shot. I had shingles when I was 9 or 10 years old, and it's not fun. And I know my doctor told me a lot of older people now get them on their face. They get them in their eyes. And I don't want that. I'm so afraid of losing my eyesight as it is, that I had to get the shot. So, all right. Okay, so now we can decorate and finish these off. So let's see what we got. I pulled some things from my boxes that are labeled Your Creative Studio. And they send you really wonderful little items. It's a 4-month subscription. Mine just ran out. So I renewed it for June, July, August, and September. I'll have to keep a little closer eye on it so I don't run out again. But we'll do a little embellishing using some of their items. Let's see what we got here. Maybe I can work a few at a time. That might be. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done any crafting. Like I said, I've been in my basement and I've been loading up my eBay and my Etsy shops. And I just have not been. I haven't been in my craft room. I don't know what I've got. What's in sight and what's... I should just work on a couple at a time. Oh, let's see here. I had a couple special orders for some keepsake card holders. I got them done and out. Wanted to make sure I got them done and out before Friday. Getting that shot, I knew I'd be down. Let's see. I have so much little things here in front of me that I'm just going to sit and play. I feel like I'm out of practice doing all of this stuff here. I feel like I'm out of practice. I know what I'd like to get to, and I think I will. I'm going to go over and get some of my birds I think some birds would be really pretty on these cards. So bear with me. I know I haven't been in here in a while because I went to the phone that I use. I'm just gonna, this is my, where I keep all my fussy cut birds. I'm gonna set this in my lap because I don't want the shine to come back and get you in the face. My phone was dead. And I said, oh boy, it has been a while since I've done anything with a dead phone. But I do appreciate everybody that has been subscribing. I have new subscribers every day, so obviously they have liked what I've been doing. So I thank everybody very much. And if you're a new subscriber, you know who I'm referring to. And if you're an old subscriber, or a current subscriber, I should say, I don't want to say old, a current subscriber, and you're joining in again, thank you. So maybe I'll add some fish. I really like these fish in the colors. And I think with the flowers here, it kind of looks like a seaweed. I don't know if I want that. This is where it's like, okay, do I want this? Do I want that? I don't want one of those. I may want one of these though. Let's take a look what I have here. Let's see. I could cut that down. That might be kind of fun. Let's see. Find a smaller little. I could cut that down a little bit. Let's see what I have in my little magic pile here. These I sat and cut all of these the other night watching TV with my husband. Because I can't just sit and watch TV. This might be too big. Let's see here. Kind of like that. Can bring that up a little bit. Yeah, I like that. And then we can get let's do that. All right. So we're going to do this. I do this often if I want something placed in a certain area. I put just a little dab of glue on it. So I don't lose Come on. My poor glue has even missed me. All right. Okay, so see, now I've got that placed just so. And then this, we're going to I'll bring that over a little bit. I just don't know if I want his snout. I think I'm going to have him come off of that a little bit. I don't want his snout on there. So I'm just going to do a little line here just to set that. And then I'll come up. Probably looks like I'm doing this upside down and backwards to you, which you're absolutely correct. I am doing it upside down and backwards. But like I said, today's just one of those days where it's funny how when you're sick or you've been sick, even if it's just a short illness, how it just affects you the next day. Your body's just out of sorts. Yeah, there we go. I took my girls out this morning for a walk, single file. I took Bella out first and left Daisy behind. I've noticed a big change in Daisy. She turned 3 in January. And just in the last couple weeks, I've noticed a really big change in her. I don't know if she's maturing. And that puppy in her is vacating the premises. I don't know. She's just different. She's a different dog than what we're used to. We're used to a very goofy, playful little doodle that is silly and you know. And I just noticed that she is really, her whole personality is changing. And I went to take her for a walk. You know, we go out of our drive. We live on a very rural road. But I went to take her for a walk, and we take a left-hand turn out of our driveway, and she won't go past the mailbox. She puts the brakes on, and I don't know what's going on with her. She won't walk, and she's a walker. So that has me, I'm going to put this natural history specimens, that has me a little concerned. I know dogs do go through a fear stage, but I'm going to have to look in one of my old books. I thought when they went through a fear stage, it was at a younger age. I don't remember. I remember my spaniel, my Springer Spaniel went through one. For a long time, he wouldn't eat out of his food bowl. He was scared of his food bowl. But I think he was little at that time. So yeah, Daisy has me a little perplexed. I don't know what's going on with her. Okay, I like that. And I really don't think we need any more on there because of the colors. So I think what we'll do on this one, I'm going to add a little bit more Sari Silk. And we can also back this. I have some extra manila a manila folder from a previous and I'm just going to, this is how I'm going to do this one. Actually, I'm going to put it on this side. And you know, I shouldn't do that because I'll tell you why after. Well, I can because I can flip it. Sometimes when you do it this way, and you cut it out like this, it doesn't fit. It's almost like the mirror image, and it doesn't fit. I'm just going to cut this on my lap here. All right, let's see how that worked out. So you just have to flip it a little bit. And it's still, I'm just going to take a little tiny bit off of that. You could also stitch this if you wanted to. You know, you could stitch it on your machine, but I'm not going to stitch this because a lot of people, they do not have a sewing machine. And sometimes I don't think it's fair for those that do not have one, that if they make something like this, they may think that theirs doesn't look as nice, or, you know, oh, I like it better with the sewing machine, but I don't have one, so I'm not going to make one. And I don't want to do that to anybody. And then the other thing I do, so I don't use so much glue on this, I use my tape roller, and then I can use my glue on the outside only. I do these a lot of different ways. I guess it just depends on what your preference is. And this I'm just going to trim a little bit here, because like I said, it didn't. There we go. There. And then you can take your glue. I do this a lot. And then you can just get close to the edges and glue that right down. But everybody has their own way of doing things and their own style and what works for them. So I guess in the art world, unless you're mixing paints, or I should say crafting world, there's really no wrong way of doing anything. In my mind, there isn't. All right, we're going to add a little bit more to this. I wish I had a fish. I wish I had a fish charm. Maybe I can find a little something to add onto this. Let me see here. What do we have? I've got birds. And then I have the celestial. What else do I have? I have, here's my box. Snowflake, sewing. Oh, these are cute. Tree of Life. We can do a little Tree of Life, something on here. I think this would be cute. Put a little, let's see here. 4-leaf clover, heart. Oh, how about a lotus? We'll put a little lotus flower on there. That'll be cute. And I'm going to want this more towards, let's see, where do we want to put this? I don't want to put it, do I want to put it kind of in the middle where maybe we can see it hang down? Let's try that. I even sound hoarse today. I don't know if I've drank enough. Let's try this. Let us try this. We'll clean up some of these edges as we go. May work, it may not work. But we won't know. We won't find out unless we try, right? All right, so. Let's see, we can clean some of these up. I'm just wondering, somebody out there shouting at me to put it on the top, put it on the top. That's going to get buried. That's going to get buried in there. So I don't think we will put a charm. I think it'll be perfect just stuffing this. So again, I'm going to use my little poker that I used before. Just to poke that on there. Get this back up through. Ah. It's kind of like tying flies when you, if you're a fly fisherman. Okay. There we go. There. There, that's a cute little tag. As long as it closes. Told you I wasn't. I feel like I'm all there today. There. That's very cute. That's very cute. All right, so that one's done. What, they only took us like, what, 20 minutes to do one? Okay, let's work on this one here. See what we got. I like that, but I don't want to use any butterflies. Maybe I can find, let me set my fish aside here. Maybe I can find a nice bird to put on this one. I didn't even check my time today, but I don't really care. I don't really care about the time because it's been a long time since I've done this, and this is a nice little project, so I'm not going to worry about it. Most of my videos last about 50 minutes, so let's see here. I do like that sweet little bird. Speaking of sweet little birds, oh my gosh, my husband was in showering this morning and he ran out. He came into the bedroom and he's like, honey, get up. You gotta look in the backyard. And about 300 feet beyond our house, out behind our carriage house, there was the biggest turkey. He goes, at first I thought it was a small cub because we have bear up here also. He goes, I thought it was a small cub. He goes, and then I got the binoculars and I saw it. And he goes, it's this massive turkey. It was like a small, one of those, well, it was bigger than one of those small pigs that you have for a pet. I could not get over the size of this turkey. It was huge. But he was out strutting his stuff, and I think it's mating season because, man, his feathers were just spread. It was crazy. It was crazy, crazy. All right, I'm going to trim this off here. And this might fit nicely. Yesterday, when I got up, I went down on the couch to relax, and I turned on Wendy's channel. I think it's Wendy's Adventure Journals or Wendy's something. But she's one of my favorite go-to YouTube channels. God bless that woman. I do not know natural history. I do not know how she can do a video in 30 minutes and get everything accomplished that she sets out to do. It is just beyond me. I applaud her, though. Now, I could take this off. I think I'll cut this circle out. I applaud her for doing a 30-minute video. There is no way in heck I could get a 30-minute video done. Unless it was just a flip through of a magazine or a junk journal or something like that. And I'm very surprised. I have a couple junk journals listed in my eBay shop that other girls had made, and they're just not for me. I'm actually surprised that they haven't sold, especially Amy from her junk journal from Kitty Witty Paper. I don't even know if she makes junk journals anymore, but I bought the journal from her, and I did a flip through on my YouTube channel. If you want to see the video, it's on there. And I think I said in there, I'm not making any money in it. I just want my money back that I spent on it. But when she used to make them, I mean, they were gone in a matter of 5 to 7 minutes. She would post a few in her shop and boom, they were gone. And I was fortunate enough to get one of hers one time. And like I said in my, I'm not going to ink this up. I think I want the white to have the bird stand out. I was hoping for, you know, if I was fortunate enough to have a granddaughter, I would use it for hers, but it's just a little too, I don't know. It just really isn't my style. Even if I love scrapbooking. And I think I'm still scrapbooking my boys' photos and our family photos. So I think when the grandchildren do come along, I'm going to be doing more scrapbooking, because I have a Cricut machine that I love to use, and I haven't had the chance to use it. You know, when you work with collaging and this type of work, there's no need for a Cricut machine. But I do use it when I scrapbook, because there's so many fun things that you can make. To add to the family photos. So that's the only reason why I'm selling that junk journal. I just don't think I'll use it. And it's a lovely, lovely, very cute, very kitschy cute. And I just want somebody else to be able to enjoy it that really likes that type of art. So Okay. Let's see. We're going to put our number right here. Yeah. Good girl. I don't know if I like that. I'm going to just put this. I think I'll put it right here. Right on the line. Kind of hold that little part down there. And I think I'm going to put the natural history up there. This is a faux stamp that I used. I have quite a few faux stamps I cut from a book, and oh, I love using them. And we're going to put this right here. And then I'm going to back this later. I'm not going to take the time to back that now. I want to get these other ones done. Okay, so we have these two done so far. And I do like the bird and the fish theme. So I think we're going to stick with that. All right, let's do this big. We'll do these two here. And then I think that will probably be it. I don't want to overdo it, and you get the gist of it. But let's see. These are the other things too. I love birds. I really enjoy my birds. Let's see, what have we got here? These are a little dark. I'm looking for more of a songbird. So I may have to go to my other little pack here, my other birds. I don't want a woodpecker. Let's see. Let me see. Those are the fish. There's some other. Let's take a look in this pack here. And maybe this pack here. Let's see, what do we have? These look a little more tropical. I like those. I like that. That's a possibility. I don't like that one. I'm just looking at other. I don't want any owls. I have a whole little pack of owls there. I don't want owls. Want something very colorful. Let's see, there's some big fish. I don't want any. Gosh, I do like the, wish I could find a small little, still like the fish. I love these colorful fish. I don't think tropical birds would work very well. I do like those fish. And let's see. This one's a little too wide. I like those. I like bringing the blue. I like bringing the blues into this. And let's see, what else can we bring out of our little... And my one girl is kind of barking, and I don't know what she's barking at down there. Let's see. There we go. All of a sudden, when it goes quiet, I think that something's gone wrong. All right. I think something's gone wrong. I'm going to cut these little... I like having the... little shapes. Not just a square always. Yeah, so I can finish this one and we'll wrap it up. Then I got to think what I'm going to do for my next video. I don't know about the other gals, if they, you know, have a difficult time. I'm sure they don't, as to what they're going to do. I know a lot of gals, they'll do challenges, and they, you know, will do something that someone else has done. They'll create it, and then, you know, they talk about that other artist, and I have yet to do that. I just haven't had, I don't have the time. Not that I wouldn't like to do it, but I don't have the time to do it. I try to get my own stuff done first. And I really don't. I know a lot of the girls, they will sell the items in their shops. I think they have a good following, so, but I don't sell a lot of stuff. And if I do sell any items, I would always do like a little preview first. And I'm trying to post more in my eBay. I do have some paper products right now that are in my eBay shop that have been moving. So that's good. But yeah, this is a sweet little one. I'm just going to ink this one up just a little bit. I like the blues in this. So yeah. So that's it, everybody. I'll just wrap this up here. And then I'm going to continue on, and I'll make the backs for these. Well, I don't want to go yet. I told you what these would look like in the journal, with these little tags. So I can do that. Let me get my journal, my little makeshift journal. I haven't finished it yet. It's my blue and white journal that I've been working on. I should call it my demonstration journal. Someday I'll finish this, and the plan is to get it finished and then get this up for sale. But yeah, so these would look very cute in here like that, with the little embellishment on top, the little Sari Silk cluster. Let's find a little side. This one here, I have two verticals, or two horizontals, so let's find where I could put, that could slide right in like that, and then that would be cute. That would be on the outside. This is a little too long, so let's find, oh dear, a little side tuck. A little side tuck. You could even do something in a greeting card. You could tuck this. You could tuck it right into the greeting card. But I do have a side tuck here. Believe me, I know I have one. So I still have a lot of work to do in this journal. Right here. Nope. Come on, Barbie. You're making yourself look stupid. Stupid. Maybe I don't. I thought I had some pages here that I could do a little side tuck in, but oh, here we go. Yeah, that could fit right in there nicely. And then even when you close it up, it just adds a nice little dimension and a ruffle there. So I think I've got another one. That's then one's for Gail. This might be the better way to do it. And then maybe again I don't, but I thought I did. But all right, well, I'm not going to waste any more time. So if you have your little side tuck, there's what the little side one looks like. I'll put them both in there. There, isn't that cute? And then, like I said, when you close it up, you've got your little side tuck. You know that these are cute little cards, journaling cards. So, all right, everybody. That is today's project. I hope you liked it. And I just think they're adorable. I think these are really, really cute. And even if you have Sari Silk and it's not defective or damaged, you can still create any cute little tag with buttons and charms and your little clusters. So there you have it. I'm glad you joined in, and I'm glad to have been able to do this tutorial for you. And until next time, I'll see you down the road. Okay, bye-bye.